We'll be passing Christmas Island soon. That's Australian territory, so just drop me off there.
We missed Christmas Island by 150 miles. Incidentally, that's as close as we'll get to Christmas this year. We dock in Jakarta early January. Better let your folks know you won't be back for the holidays.
So there's no way off?
Well, you could start a mutiny. Unless your pockets are as deep as Talbot's, I wouldn't bother.
Great.
Look, I'm contracted to scan within a search grid. If I step outside that grid, Talbot's going to know. So I stay inside, because if I do, we'll find Black Rock. When I do, Talbot will pay me. And when he does, I can pay some bills, which right now is a lot more important to me than your itinerary.
So where does Talbot get his deep pockets from?
Syndicate.
You mean you don't know?
Anonymity's not uncommon in marine salvage. Allows investors to plunder heritage sites without spoiling anyone's reputation. Except mine.
But don't you want to know what you're getting involved in? I guess not.
Oi! Shift starts at 3 a.m. Sharp.
Maxwell.
What were you doing in there?
Your door was open. I was,
What were you doing?
You left your door open. I was closing it for you. Look, Talbot, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
What were you looking for?
I told you I never went inside.
You were looking for something.
I'm not looking for anything.
Oh, yes, you are, Sam. But it's not Black Rock, is it?
Everything all right?
Sam was just leaving. Some people think you're an asset to this expedition. I'm not one of them. Stay out of this room.
Well, I'm still here. I couldn't convince the captain to let me off, so it looks as though I'm in for the long haul. Mind you, I think it may be worth hanging around. A few things have come up. I now know that Talbot is working for the Maxwell Group, the same people who've been sending me these emails. Unfortunately, it seems that no one told Talbot I was joining the expedition. He won't be telling me what he knows anytime soon. But at least I know I'm on the right track. Speaking of which, I finally worked out what those cryptic emails are about. See, within all those numbers were coordinates, longitude and latitude. I don't know where they point to yet, but I'll check it out on Talbot's chart plotter. I mean, I'll have to hack in, but that'll be a piece of cake. Sonya would hate all this sneaking around. She always liked things out in the open. If something was on her mind, she'd want to bring it up. And she expected me to do the same. Which I hated. I mean, sometimes you just don't know what's on your mind. I suppose it brought me out of my shell. I just miss her. Having her there to talk to. Get things off my chest. But it's been good. Good to have something to do. You know, less thinking. Yeah. Anyway, better get back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Time for you to start earning your keep.
Why? What's the problem?
That's for you to find out. I better tell Lord Talbot. Well, put it this way, it's the first malfunction we've had, so consider us lucky. Hey. So what was the problem?
Oh, just a loose display cable, that's all. It's fine now.
Right. Well, let's hope it stays that way. You can sleep.
Right.
But you're on call 24/7 till we're out of this place.
You weren't telling the truth, were you, Sam?
What do you mean?
The chart plotter wasn't broken, was it?
Yes, it was. I just fixed it.
Then why did you have this?
What are they? Yeah, lotto numbers. Never picked you as a gambler.
You know what they are. They're coordinates.
Oh, is that what they are? See, I wouldn't know.
What are the coordinates for? You have no idea what you're involved in, do you? You don't know who you're dealing with.
Maxwell. The Maxwell Group gave me these coordinates. Your employer told me to come here.
Like I said, you don't know who you're dealing with. Stay away from those coordinates. You won't find what you're looking for.
I cannot pin Talbot down. He's doing my head in. 1 minute, I'm way ahead of the guy, and the next it's like he's reading my mind. I checked out those coordinates, and sure enough, they're within the search grid. But then Talbot found a piece of paper they were written on, and then he wanted to know where I got them. I told him. The Maxwell Group. He just smiled. He said, "You don't know what you're dealing with." Well, he's got that right. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know who this Maxwell Group is. I don't know what they do, why they do it, and who they do it to. Oh, and their latest email. You see, now they're just toying with me. This time they use a different code. And when you decipher it, it says, "Love you madly." Sonya and I would say that all the time. Why send it? Is it supposed to help? Make me feel better? Of course not. It's supposed to mess with my head. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to spur me on. Make me remember Sonya. Well, thank you very much, but I don't need any help. She's all that I think about. In a couple of days, it'll be our 8th anniversary. So, I know it's crazy. I know I can't trust these people, but if they want me to find Black Rock, then that's what I'm going to do. I have to get to those coordinates. And if I do, maybe they'll give me what I want.
We're within range today. It's the only chance we'll get for the next 3 weeks.
Where'd you get this?
His cabin, that night that you broke us up.
Well, if this is Black Rock, why doesn't he just go straight to it?
Like I said, he's not telling us everything.
That's supposed to be breaking news.
Well, what sort of deal have you got with him?
He pays for 3 months at sea.
Whether you find Black Rock in 1 or 90 days.
It's a standard deal if I don't get a cut of what he finds.
Then that can triple your money.
What's in it for you?
Answers.
We need to cover our tracks. I don't want to know. All right, the coordinates are programmed and follow the ship's directions. I'll cover. Mr. Talbot, can I have a word?
Hey, what are you doing?
He knows we changed course. Should never listen to you.
The coordinates you found in my cabin are insignificant, Sam. Every day, Magnus Hansel, the captain of the Black Rock, recorded his ship's position in a journal. My employers have that journal. Our search grid is based on it. Dozens of position logs throughout the Sunda Trench. What makes you think this one is any more important?
I was given those coordinates by the Maxwell Group. His employers.
Oh, you found them in his cabin.
I don't know what he's talking
You're
about.
lying. They told me to come here.
Sam, my employers have never made mention of you. How did they contact you?
By email. By coded email. They sent a picture of my fiancée with a hidden message inside. It said Sunda Trench, Black Rock. They sent me streams of numbers that I had to decipher just to get those coordinates.
You put my business at risk. You put my boat at risk. What, for that?
Gentlemen, I suggest we return to the agreed search plan. I'm willing to put this incident behind us. Sam? Agreed.
Ockham.
Mr. Ockham.
I am not lying.
Turn the ship around.
No!
Mr. Talbot, I think we found Black Rock.
Sonya? Sonya? Sonya! Sonya?
It's the wind.
I thought
This place can play tricks on you. Don't let it get to you.
We found it. We found Black Rock. When we first got to this position, it looked like nothing was here. Talbot said these coordinates were insignificant. Just one of hundreds of entries from Black Rock's journal. I mean, I thought Ockham wanted to throw me overboard. I tried to explain. They just looked at me as though I was crazy. I mean, I don't blame them. Coded emails, hidden messages. I mean, I was having doubts myself. So Talbot orders the ship to be turned around. You know, I was just gutted. But then, out of the blue, the sonar finds something. I thought Ockham was going to kiss me. So I've convinced him to let me drive one of the ROVs down to get a visual. If the Black Rock's got answers, I want to be the first one to see it. But right now the weather's too dangerous to go down, so we have to wait for it to clear. Which is just lousy timing. As tomorrow will be 8 years since Sonya and I met. Wow. We met on this little island called Tanner in the Pacific. The only way in or out is on this very, very poorly maintained twin-engine Cessna, and well, I was leaving the island and she was arriving. Weather turned bad, so I stayed. Back then, I didn't care if it rained forever. Right now, I just wanted to stop. I want it over.
Big advantage.
450, 460,
470, 480, 490, 500 metres, hold it there. Switch to the ROV.
Proceed.
Disengage ROV. Get the lights. Just remember the batteries only last 30 minutes, so no sightseeing.
Got it.
Let's see if your good luck can find Black Rock. For God's sake, come on. It's a waste of time and money.
Just let me recalibrate and I'll sweep the grid again.
Good idea. Chasing phantoms, there's nothing there.
We will find it!
Look, I've had a gutful of you. You're 200 miles from land and about 3 seconds from being left for fish food. Prepare to retrieve.
There!
There.
That's not a ship.
It's Oceanic 815.
Salvage vehicle in the Indian Ocean. For more than 2 months, it's been scouring the depths of the Sunda Trench off Bali in search of the remains of sunken trading ships. Late last night, the Christian deployed 2 remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, that verified what the National Transportation Safety Board had long feared, that the commercial aircraft...
How do you want your eggs, Dan?
Australia on September 22nd, 2000.
So what happened? They found that missing plane? Dan? Dan?
Even with this tragic discovery, victims
Dan, why are you so upset?
without any sense of closure. These tremendous depths, salvage confirms that there is little hope.
Missing Oceanic Airlines Flight 815 was located in what appears to be a chance discovery by a salvage vessel, the Christian 1, working in the Indian Ocean. The expedition was in search of an ancient shipwreck reportedly located off the coast of Indonesia. Instead, they found Flight 815. The National Transport Safety Board has set up a hotline for families of the victims. In a sad coincidence, it is being reported that Sam Thomas, a former Oceanic employee whose partner was on Flight 815, was working aboard the Christian 1 at the time of the discovery. Sympathies have flooded in for Mr. Thomas, but he has been unavailable for comment. A spokesperson for the expedition, Oscar Talbot, has expressed deep shock at the turn of events, but hoped that the discovery might help bring some closure to the families of the victims.
Sam joined the expedition because he wanted to get away from things for a while. At least that's how he put it to me. And looking back, that's clear to me now that he was grieving. He'd studied every aspect of the plane in the hope of finding out what might have happened, and in an extraordinary twist of fate, he had his answer.